It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Eagles and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out.
It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, the one they call the Red Rifle, dating back to his old days at TCU. It's Andy Dalton.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
Now Dalton, secured by the veteran Adam Thielen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And when the Panthers decided to make the change from the former first overall pick Bryce Young to Andy Dalton, it was to make throws like this, Mike, the ability push the ball downfield, get through your progressions and your reads, bring a little life to this Panthers offense that over the last couple years has really been one of the worst in the league.
Now it's Dalton. They'll go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. He'll give it up the middle to Brooks. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. 3rd and 5. Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
To the air again, Hurts. Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Hurts again. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Goddard. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Hurts gonna keep it on the option. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll set out in search of a 1st touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3, as they start 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Dalton. That one complete. It's Ian Thomas. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A give inside, it's Brooks. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Dalton to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Looking for Campbell. He's got it. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Hurts will try it again. He gets that to Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. Now a loose football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. It's second down. Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even, 3 apiece, the score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. First and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in?
And he will score. Harris Campbell. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. To throw is Dalton. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Look wide, get this one complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
Here's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Off the play fake, Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Again, Hurts. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Defense.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll be taken down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Here's a run. And a short pickup down inside the 10. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Man in motion is Smith. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
To throw is Hurts. They're going to stop him here, short of the goal line, but that flag is down, and it might set up a very interesting decision. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with 1st down. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now it's Dalton. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start. Offense.
A run up the middle with Barkley. Space to run inside the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Now Dalton. He's got a man. It's the former Steeler Deontay Johnson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Carolina.
Throwing, Dalton. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Panther 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Devin White, that time on the stop. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Now, faking the give. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Panthers are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Hurts. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Hurts working in the pistol. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's Dalton. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jared Goff, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
First half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The second down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Dane Jackson.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Dalton to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's now second and 10.
Dalton. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The motion man is Johnson. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on third down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on third down.
Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He gets that to Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Dalton. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Take it in, back at his own 12. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down, and here comes 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one complete to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Now Dalton. That's taken in by Thomas. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 49-yard line.
On the ground, they go with Brooks. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Tremble comes in motion. Now it's Dalton. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Throwing, Dalton. That's into the hands of Mingo. And he's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
And the Panther 1st down.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the give, it's Hubbard. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit.
A 48-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good.
Makes the score
And the Panthers
23.
are back within 2 scores. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's to the outside. He's got Smith. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
At the 40-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. Here's Hurts. To the outside. Catch made by Brown.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They put Campbell in motion. Hurts again. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down.
To the air again. Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Hurts will try it again. That is caught at the 3. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Number 6, Devontae Smith.
Here's Barkley. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still second down.
We'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Panthers have it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll move it out of harm's way. A gain of 3 up to the 4-yard line. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Offside. Defense. Still second down.
Now, faking the give.
Holding. Offense.
Here's Hubbard. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all. on now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
54-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. That's to the rookie from South Carolina, Xavier Legette. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And he'll get the penalty yardage back, and more than that. He's a couple yards short of the first down, a gain of 13. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Dalton. That's to the right side and corralled by Thielen.
Complete to number 19, Adam Thielen.
1st and 10.
A gain of 7. First down, Panthers.
From the pistol, a give to Hubbard. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Mingo, the man in motion. Dalton to throw. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
A gain of 14 and brings up 2nd down.
Slot man in motion right. Dalton. Catch is made. That's Mingo. And the Panthers are going to be set up. 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. And he will score. Game on. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Mevis, good on the extra point. Panthers will cut the deficit to 7.
Panthers 16.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return is Rodgers. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. Running from the pistol with Barkley. He's inside the 40. Saquon Barkley. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
We've just seen it time and time again here today. He just continues to get them for big runs, and I think this one might be his best of the bunch.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Anais Smith, touchdown, Eagles. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. Now Dalton. A throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Dalton working from the pistol. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 14.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
That into the hands of Hubbard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd and 9. Throwing, Dalton. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense, over 300 yards passing in the game, and has been sharp right from the start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. That is caught downfield by Campbell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And now flags fly as a gain of about 4 could be negated. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Hurts again. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Down inside the 10. About 19 yards on that one, and they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they...
And he'll take it on in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
on is Elliott to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are able to extend the lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Panthers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Now it's Dalton. This one into the hands of Marshall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. He completes it to Marshall. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
And the Panther first down.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? Down at the 12. It's first and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Here's Dalton. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Marshall is on the move. Back to the air once more on second down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 9.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. To throw is Dalton. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. Darius Slay, Mr. Big Play, with his hands right around the ball again.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. That not a welcome development. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.